Welcome to the South Ops Fire Weather Webcast for Thursday, July 10th. I'm your host, Kristen Stewart. With high pressure overhead, the marine layer has become quite shallow over coastal California. Low clouds are less expansive over the central coast than they were yesterday, so they should be able to clear quite quickly. The south coast remains mostly clear except for some cloud cover over the San Diego County coastline. Aside from the very limited low cloud cover, another day of abundant sunshine with very warm temperatures will be in store for the region. High pressure will continue to shift over Southern California today, bringing a few more degrees of warming to the region, especially across Central California. Highs will be above seasonal normals, with 80s to low 90s across the lower mountains and inland coastal plains, mid-90s to around 100 in the valleys, 100 to 110 in the high desert, and 108 to 118 in the low desert. The position of the high-pressure area continues to be unfavorable for monsoonal moisture to move into the region, as it is too far south and west, as well as not very amplified. This will keep dry weather in place today, with low humidity for areas away from the marine influence. As we head towards this weekend and start a new week, high pressure will remain the primary weather feature. It will be centered over Southern California through early next week, with little day-to-day change in strength and position, though it will likely weaken a little on Friday, before rebounding over the weekend. Model projections continue to indicate that high pressure will likely weaken and move eastward towards the Great Basin mid-next week. There still remains uncertainty as to the strength and position of the high pressure for the latter half of next week, and whether a Pacific trough moves in over the west coast for next weekend. Several degrees of cooling is expected across the coastal areas Friday into the weekend, with the high pressure weakening some and onshore flow increasing. For more inland areas, little change in temperatures expected through the weekend, though the Central Valley may rise a few more degrees and peak near 105 degrees. Then little change in temperatures is expected into the first half of next week, since the overall weather pattern remains persistent. The marine layer will remain shallow through the period, with night through morning low clouds likely limited to the coastal plains and some lower valleys, though it may deepen on Friday with more low cloud coverage. The presence of high pressure will also keep dry conditions in place, with minimum humidities largely in the single digits and teens above and inland from the marine layer influence. There also will be sizable areas of fair to poor recoveries away from the marine layer, with long burn windows expected. Like I mentioned earlier, the position of the high-pressure area is not favorable for monsoonal moisture to move into the region through early next week, so not expecting any desert thunderstorm activity. Winds will primarily follow typical local and diurnal trends through the period. There will be occasional breeziness in the typical wind-prone mountain and desert areas during the afternoon and evening hours. Model projections are indicating that the high pressure will weaken and shift back to the east towards the Great Basin area during the middle to latter portion of next week, though there remains uncertainty as to what this may look like. There is good confidence in slow cooling region-wide for mid to late next week, but temperatures will remain warm overall. The movement of the high pressure to the east will lead to a better chance for an influx of monsoonal moisture to bring an increased risk of thunderstorm activity to portions of the region late next week. Though as we've been seeing a lot lately, the forecast can change quite a bit in just a few days, so there is little confidence in this potential right now, and models are showing mixed signals, though we will continue to keep a sharp eye on things. The hot and dry weather pattern will continue to yield substantial fire potential concerns for the region. The persistent hot and dry conditions will promote very receptive fine fuels with high probabilities of ignition, yielding daily moderate to heavy initial attack. Terrain-aligned fires will tend to burn aggressively in the afternoon hours. Fair to poor overnight recoveries will yield long burn windows with the potential for active burning into the overnight hours. While widespread strong winds are not expected, there will still be some diurnal breeziness, and as was seen with the Madre fire, even a modest wind in alignment with terrain can enhance the potential for rapid rates of spread on dry fuels. An elevated probability for large fire will continue for the foreseeable future. And that's all I have for today. Thanks for tuning in. Our next webcast will be on Friday, July 11th. Have a fantastic day.